In 10 seconds, Ethan realized the road he was driving on did not exist on any map, and the man sitting next to him had already been dead for 3 years. Ethan Cole had been driving for nearly 12 hours straight. He wasn't supposed to be on this road. Just the night before, he had left Denver after a routine job interview that had gone nowhere. His plan was simple: drive east, clear his head, maybe stop somewhere cheap for the night. But somewhere between exhaustion and autopilot, he missed a turn. At least that's what he thought happened, because when he checked his GPS again, the screen showed something impossible. No route available. Not rerouting, not recalculating, just nothing. And the road ahead didn't match anything he remembered. It was narrower now, older, broken asphalt replaced by cracked stone and dirt. He slowed down. The trees on both sides grew closer together, forming a tunnel of darkness. Then his radio turned on by itself. A soft static filled the car, followed by a voice. Turn back. Ethan immediately hit the brakes. Silence returned. He looked around. Empty road, empty forest. No sign of civilization, just wind moving through trees. He laughed nervously to himself. Probably a signal glitch. He kept driving. That was his first mistake. After another hour, something appeared ahead. A bus stop, in the middle of nowhere. No road markings, no town, no lights. Just a metal bench and a faded sign that said, "Last stop." And standing next to it was a man, waiting. Not moving, not waving, just staring at the road. Ethan slowed down despite himself. Something about the man felt wrong. Too still, too familiar. As the car passed him, the man turned his head slightly, and Ethan nearly crashed, because he recognized that face. It was someone he knew, someone who had died 3 years ago. His name was Daniel Mercer, a college friend, dead in a highway accident. Ethan attended his funeral. He slammed the brakes and looked back. The man was gone. The bus stop was gone too. Just empty road. Ethan's heart was pounding now. This wasn't a trick of light. He knew what he saw. But before he could process it, his car engine suddenly shut off. The steering wheel locked. The lights died. And the only thing visible ahead was darkness stretching across the road like a wall. Then his phone lit up. Unknown number calling. He hesitated, then answered. A familiar voice spoke. "Ethan, you're early." His blood ran cold, because he recognized that voice too. It was his own. When he woke up, he was no longer in the car. He was sitting on a bench. The same bus stop. Last stop. But now there was a bus. Old, rusted, engine idling like it had been waiting forever. The door opened without sound. Inside there were people, all silent, all staring forward, and one empty seat, waiting for him. He didn't want to move, but his body did anyway. He stepped in. The doors closed immediately. The bus started moving. No driver, no control, just motion. Outside the windows, the world began to change. Forest turning into fog, fog turning into mountains, mountains turning into something impossible, shapes that didn't belong in nature. Then the bus stopped. No announcement, no warning. The doors opened, and everyone stood up at once, except Ethan. The woman sitting across from him finally spoke. "You're not supposed to remember this time." Ethan looked at her. "What are you talking about?" She shook her head slowly. "You always ask that." Then she stood up and walked out. One by one, the passengers left, until Ethan remained. And outside the bus was a mountain, but it wasn't natural. It was perfectly symmetrical, like it had been designed. At its base stood a gate, black, metallic, immovable, and above it, carved into stone, Cycle 27. Ethan stepped off the bus. No one stopped him. No one followed. The moment his feet touched the ground, the bus doors closed behind him and disappeared into the fog. He turned toward the gate, and then he saw her, the woman from the bus, waiting near the entrance, calm, like she already knew everything. "You made it again," she said. Ethan frowned. "Again?" She nodded. "You always come back here."
He shook his head. "This is my first time." She looked at him for a long moment, then said, "That's what you always say." A deep vibration echoed from inside the mountain. The gate reacted, slowly opening. And this time, Ethan didn't just feel fear, he felt recognition, like something inside him remembered this place, even if he didn't. The woman stepped aside. "This is where it resets," she said. Ethan stepped closer. "What resets?" She didn't answer, because the gate opened fully, and inside was not darkness. It was a room, a motel room, exactly like the one he woke up in that morning. Inside was a man sitting on the bed, looking exactly like him. Ethan froze. The man looked up and smiled. The next thing he knew, he was back in his car. Same road, same forest, same silence. But now the GPS was working, and the screen showed only one destination: return complete. He looked into the rearview mirror, and for a split second, he saw someone sitting in the back seat, smiling, just like him. Ethan never made it back to Denver, but sometimes on empty roads across America, people report seeing a man driving alone on roads that don't exist on any map. And every time he passes a bus stop that says, "Last stop," the car slows down, as if it remembers something the driver has already forgotten.